Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Business Over Beer. I am your host, Ben Surratt, and today I am excited. I'm always excited, but I'm really excited because, first of all, this is the first real episode in the Oostburg Studios. You're welcome. And second, I get to interview awesome people and somebody I've known for 30 years. And guests, introduce yourselves.
I'm Dana Haucke. I've known Ben for years, and I'm happy to be here. So this is fun.
That wasn't much of an intro.
I don't know. Like, what else do you want me to say?
It's like you're supposed to be the loud one, and all of a sudden you got quiet.
I know.
Now you're nervous.
See, that always happens.
It does. I can't help it. I need a couple more of those.
I'm Dana's husband.
Yeah,
All right,
jeez.
we're done.
What's your name?
Mike Haucke.
Yeah.
All right.
And owner of Haucke Plumbing.
And where is that?
That is in Plymouth.
Plymouth, Wisconsin.
Cheese capital of the world.
Yeah, I saw the sign every time I go downtown.
Every time.
Yeah.
You're reminded.
So talk a little bit. Well, I want to first, before we get into everything, high level, who you are, just high level, what you do. It doesn't have to be elaborate.
Do your elevator speech.
Do your
right?
elevator
Right?
speech,
Go
your
for it.
pitch. Go ahead, Dana.
So what I do is it's for me, this comes from more of a professional aspect, as I've been more into the chiropractic profession for most of my life. That's where I've been, and more recently I help out with the plumbing company with my husband. I do more of his marketing, assisting any kind of management that needs to happen, and human resources. So as a wife, I kind of dabble, I often say, within the chiropractic, well, the plumbing company. And then on the other side of things, I am still within the chiropractic profession. I have clients, I manage and help out where is needed. And I also am boots on the ground when the clinics that I'm working with need me to help at the front desks. So that's
Oh.
what I do professionally. Personally, I'm a mom first and foremost, and I have a new puppy. So
Oh,
I
great.
get to do a little bit of everything. I manage my house, I still have a puppy, I still have a kid in high school, and then I help with the plumbing shop. And it's fun. So
Yeah.
that's a little
Nice.
bit about me. I'll let Mike explain him.
She cuts herself off a little short. She tells doctors how to run their clinics, and she should have her own chiropractic clinic. She just needs a doctor. to work for her.
Yeah,
She-
we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
right.
We'll
So
get to that later.
she downplays it. So
We'll get into that later.
Mike Haucke, owner of Haucke Plumbing. Been in the plumbing business since my dad was ever a plumber. So he started in 1984, and I just saw a picture. I'm 31 this year officially. I started with
Cheers.
Haucke
Yeah.
31
Cheers.
years ago,
Woo,
and
Mike.
I was thinking 10 years before that, I was helping my dad open the shop and clean the shop, because there's a picture of me with the Olympics, had the whole Olympic sweatsuit on because the Olympics were in Los Angeles that year.
Oh, wow.
So there's a picture of it, and it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But so I've grown up with the plumbing industry. Was going to go to school for mechanical design, computer drafting. Found out, went to school for 2 years, and that was enough school for me. Then I was going to do CAD drafting work, and I didn't want to be in an office at 20 years old,
Yeah.
21 years old. It was not fun. So my dad's business started to get busier. How do you want to come back? So I came back to the business. How do you like it? I like it. I like working with the guys, bullshitting. And,
Yeah.
we would, work hard and have fun, and took my apprenticeship out. Long story short, got my apprenticeship, finished that, did some more trainings. I actually taught school for a little bit, some drafting classes at the Union Hall, and for one time, and then had a family, and then my brother and I bought my dad out in 2011.
Wow.
No, 2009, and then I bought my brother out in 2000, right before COVID.
Yeah.
So bought the
Wow.
business, COVID hits.
No way.
Yeah.
Had work lined up. We had a hotel ready to go. We were starting to put the underground in. COVID hits. The guy pulls the pin. We've got the underground done. We're ready. I think the grease trap is still sitting in the ground on site someplace.
Jeez.
So he pulled the pin. I got like 4 guys working there. What do I do? And some of our we do a lot with the food industry, and we couldn't be in there because of COVID. And then they're like, well, you can come back in, but now we're too busy because all the food factories are running because people are eating from home.
Wow.
So then things slowed down, and then things picked back up, which was great. So finally, that's kind of the
Mini
short version,
Short
right?
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you two meet then? How long you been married again?
18?
7 years.
Yeah, since 18.
Yeah.
Pull that a little bit closer to you. The whole thing. It kind of folds. There we go.
2018.
Yeah.
There we go. Much better. Okay.
Well, that's when we got married.
When did you guys meet? Yeah.
Oh, where did we meet?
It's a funny story. You can tell it.
No, well, how we met more recently was through LinkedIn.
You met through LinkedIn.
Well,
I hit on her on LinkedIn.
Did you get the premium pack?
No, I didn't have the free package too, so that's even better, right? Wasn't even paying for it.
no,
Yeah, so there's the girl. She was on, and she comes up, like LinkedIn, like Facebook. You get Facebook friends or whatever. You get LinkedIn suggestions. I'm like, who is that? She's hot, right? I'm
well,
like,
and then Facebook
and then
tells you you have like
Facebook
270
I'm like,
people in common
I
and your friends.
no
and I'm
idea
like,
who she is. I'm like, who is she?
And I knew who he was.
I couldn't place her. So finally, I'm like, I'm just gonna message her. I had a disc issue. Like, hey, chiropractic saved me, and blah blah blah. I got a great story for you. I'm like, this isn't gonna go nowhere. And she hit me back.
What did I say?
That's
That's
great.
a great story. I'm happy that worked out for you.
But I was in the door.
Yeah, he was in the.
You wouldn't believe it, right? So that's
Yeah.
long story short. We messaged that, and then your mom got sick.
Yeah.
And then after she was dealing with that, and your mom passed away, about 2 months later, I had been begging her for a date for 6 months,
Oh wow.
and her doctor canceled on her.
Yeah, so
But
I
she was
had
supposed to have lunch with her doctor.
I was supposed to have a visit with one of my doctors. I always would meet with them occasionally on a Thursday. Like we would just go more of a local chiro.
Okay.
We would go and we would just have lunch and we talk shop. Well, he canceled that day, and I said, I have an opening at 1:00. Do you want to have lunch? And he said, yeah, I'll be there. And
I canceled like 3 things to get there. I did. I was like,
So if he wouldn't have canceled the doctor of that meeting, then I never would have had a.
Wow, that's crazy.
I was
We
just in
were,
a place where I wasn't ready. Like I was working all the time, and I just had my kids at home, and I just didn't know. And I knew Mike since I was a little kid. He was older than me. We both grew up in Plymouth in my younger years.
How old are you?
We're the same
51.
age. 51.
Oh, okay.
So-
Okay.
So when I lived in Plymouth as a small child, I knew who Mike was because we both went to the same middle school, and I always thought Mike was like
a-hole.
an asshole. Like I really thought he wasn't nice.
I'm a teenage
Like,
boy, right?
I thought, oh my gosh, he's arrogant. He's
I
kind of a
love being
jerk.
a
Like,
teenage kid.
I don't know if I could go out with hockey. Like I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't even want to go that route. Like, I just didn't know if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So then he had said, I think within that last week before, he's like, well, if you ever have an opening for lunch and you want to make time, I think I can squeeze it in. And I was like, well, I was going to El Trovo. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to
Field of Fork.
Or Field of Fork. Yeah.
This is
the
how
other one next
we tell each other.
yeah, so Field of
And then
Fork.
we get the right thing.
And I was like, I don't want to give up Field of Fork.
You guys are married.
So I'm like, hey, do you want to meet me? And he did at 1:00. And then we left there, and I'm like, oh, he's actually a nice guy. It's like,
We met for lunch. And coincidentally, we've been back to Field of Fork that same day for lunch ever since.
December 17th.
Have you really?
Yes, we made it. It was kind of weird because the next year we said, "Hey, let's go for lunch the same day." I said, "Yeah, I'm free. You're free." So we went there again.
Yep.
The third year did it again. The fourth year, now we're like, now we got to
December
think.
That's your
17th.
thing.
So
our thing.
we're coming up on our 11th time
Time.
Wow.
this December, right? So
Yeah.
That's cool.
last year we sat in the same seats, by the way. We
Yeah, we
at
tried
the
to-
counter right there. So that's where we first
Yes,
sat.
that's
so.
how we met. We have a
Uh,
lot of stuff in common, like running businesses,
I was gonna
and
ask you
helping
that,
out
yeah.
with everybody, like managing, being a team player. It just is easy.
Yeah.
So I guess, and him being in the service industry, it just kind of made sense. Like at first, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together because that's who
Yeah.
I am. I don't know, it just kind of worked. We have a lot in common.
Yeah. First
Like
date, the one over this lunch, she goes, I want to get married again. How do you feel about that? I go,
What?
Yeah.
You did not
I
say
said
that.
it. It's everybody. Well, even in my bio for any dating thing, it was I actually enjoyed being married. I don't. I
I
have
never read
nothing
those,
against
thank
it.
goodness.
I enjoyed being married. That's not why I
would've never
got
asked her out
divorced.
if I read
have
that,
nothing
but-
against marriage. So yeah, I would love to be married again. I was young. Like I don't want to. I like being married. I
Yeah.
don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
I like having.
Well,
a
that's
husband.
good.
I was like, well, if
I like
she's
being a
honest,
unit.
right? She went like, I never thought about it.
It
I go,
did scare guys away. Like I'd be like,
Were
I
you
like
married
marriage.
before?
yeah, I was married before. I had
Oh,
2
okay.
kids, so we blended
Oh,
together.
you have a blended family.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
So that was
She has 2 daughters and I have 3. I have
Talk
2
about
girls.
that. How was that?
It was not easy all the time.
no, it wasn't easy all the time, but I think the kids handled it better than we handled it.
Yep.
Did they
Yeah.
really?
Well, we had them 50-50 each time.
In what way?
Kind of taking the blending of the family. Very resilient. They were very resilient. They had a few issues. They don't like her. I'm like, so they blended together very much as siblings. brothers
They
and
don't get
sisters.
along.
They
Like-
don't get along all the time. But you pick on one of them.
siblings don't get along. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah.
And that's what I pointed out to them
But
right
they got
away in
each
the
other's
beginning.
back.
But they really do. It's so
They
weird.
really
What's
I'm
the
shocked.
age different? Like,
So we have 2 23, 20. Well, they're 20. They're close. So Steph just turned 23,
3.
and then Madeline will be 24 in
Yep.
December. So they're very close in age. And then we have the 2 middles, Natalie and Hildy. They're
20s.
both 20, and then because they're born the same week.
oh wow,
And the
okay.
other 2 are months apart, but still same year. And then Jack, he's 17. He'll be 18 in October.
Okay, wow.
So during COVID, we had 2 senior girls, two
Graduating.
freshman girls,
Oh.
and a 6th grade boy.
Yep. And bought a business.
All quarantined.
Yeah, but they were all at different schools.
And
which was
remodeling
pretty
our
nice.
house.
Yeah, we remodeled our house then too. So,
Jeez.
Why
Did-
not? We had everybody home. Might as well just do it.
Mike, was buying the business. I mean, you said it wasn't really on your radar, but like when you first did it, were you like, ugh, I can't believe I'm doing this, or was it something that you? Because for me, I would want to do my own thing, and
Yeah.
coming back would be like, ugh.
I think it came into that, and then I slowly grew into being in the field, and then coming into the office and understanding the office, and then transitioning into new challenges. And my dad was like, "I'm getting ready to retire. Do you boys want to start taking over?" And at that business, it was a smaller business, and my brother and I were like, "Yeah." So it was always going to be a partnership between my brother and I. So I
Okay.
always felt at that time I had like a partner. If I couldn't make it, he could take it over. If he wasn't there, I could take it over. But as kind of things progressed, so I didn't really, I don't know if I really thought in my mind when I started that I'd own the business. I don't know. Maybe I was going to be a plumbing teacher. Maybe I was, do whatever. And then it just kind of fell out that way. I didn't say no. I didn't really think about it. So yeah, let's do this. I said,
Yeah.
You were in the field
Yeah.
for a long time, and then you
it's a
started
good
getting
business.
the
So I'm like,
office.
yeah, let's keep this going. So my brother and I decided, like, yeah, we can do this together. And as things progressed, my brother and I didn't get as long as so much. And it finally came to a head, and I says, either I'm going to go or you're going to go. And then
Wow.
it was kind of thing like, I'm taking over. Because we were having some issues with some customers and stuff. And I guess I didn't want to see a lot of my dad's hard work go to waste. And I knew we had a good thing. I just knew in my gut that it could work, right? I just had to known it. And then really having the support from Dana.
Oh, that was my next question.
It was total. She was totally there. It was actually her dad that says, you got to get that business. You got to take that over and just do it.
Wow.
So at the time, my dad was
Sick with
sick with cancer, and we were meeting and like getting together. And I know Mike went to Al, and Al, mentioned it, and he said, "What's going on?" And he said, "All I know is you need to just do the business, like do it, like whatever
Yeah.
you can do to do it. Because do you see yourself anywhere else?"
Were you bouncing ideas off of Dana and getting her input on it?
Yeah,
or?
all the time. So
Okay.
she's more of a she cuts herself short as being a business coach. You should do this. You got a marketing plan. You got to have budgets. You got to do that. I'm like, I don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
I just put pipes in the ground some days, right? Like, it was what we do, right? So, and that was kind of my dad's motto. We never did any networking, never did any really marketing.
Yeah.
Just business came to us. We did good quality work at a fair price, and treat your customers very
Yep.
well, and they keep coming back.
Yep.
A lot of our business is repeat business. So, but Dana's like, you don't want to let this go, and I bounces like, can we make this work? And what do you think?
And I
then
think it wasn't even
talk
that.
me off a ledge
There
once
was-
in a while,
yeah,
right?
There was
So
times
Yeah.
when
I
Mike
had my own
would
private
say,
business coach.
Yeah,
Well,
Really?
Mike
Yeah,
would
for
say,
sure.
I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna do this. And I threw stuff back at him. Like, you could have done that already before. Do you want to go work for somebody else?
Right.
Like, I'm not afraid to tell him what I witnessed or what I've seen or observed. And he'd be like, what do you mean? I'm like, okay, you have this opportunity. It can be yours. It has your name on it. If you don't want it, I'll support you. But in the other hand, are you okay working for someone else? And that is the one question you always have to ask yourself. So when you're going to be a business owner, you're working for yourself, but you're also working for the people.
Yeah. 100%.
And
And
you know,
our
telling him
customers, right?
this, and that was part of the headspace that he had to get on, like
Yeah.
to know that it was going to be him.
Yeah.
But yet, as a business owner, we do have a tendency to feel that you're on an island all by yourself.
Oh,
I think
for
people
sure.
don't talk about that a lot. And that's one of the things that we bounce off each other, is because we are so ingrained in it 7 days a week. And it's always on our mind that
Yeah.
that's something too.
Yeah.
That's a challenge.
Yeah.
When it comes even with purchasing it and having it and wanting to take ownership and knowing that he has a support system of me, of our family, and his workers. Like, we have the best team.
Yeah.
See, I was going to bring my notepad so I remember what to say when you kept talking. See, that's
The
talking. So
That's
basically,
the
after
other
that
thing, 'cause
long,
I get excited, like,
see, I
about...
told you she was getting excited. The one thing we found out
Move it
with that
back now. I'm kidding.
the conversation was that I'm pretty much unemployable for anybody else.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you really going to be
Yeah.
able to go sit in somebody's office, make what you're making, and then have somebody else to do it? I'm like, ooh, that's going to be tough because I like to do things kind of like how I like it, you know. And
Yeah.
our business is close to home, so I got flexibility in the office. I can, you know, not that I don't have as much flexibility. I thought I'd have every business owner. I can come and do what I want, and I'm going to go here and there. Like, but when the phone's ringing, wherever you
Oh,
go.
I hear you.
So it's not, but I don't know if I could work for anybody else at this point. I don't
Yeah.
think I could do it.
I get it.
Not
Do
unless
you-
they give me the freedom to say, hey, speak your mind freely. Because
Yeah.
I think if they told me that and weren't expecting it, I'd probably
It'd be tough,
I'd be
man.
gone in a month. They'd be like, we can't stand this guy. He's telling us how to do everything. If I was you, but I had a really good partner with Brett. Had his own business, and he was a project
one of
manager.
our employees.
Okay.
And he was a lot like my brother. And then he would say, like, have you ever thought about doing this? Or what about, maybe we should work on this? And he was really good with that. And he really helped us a lot. He had his own business, worked as a project manager before, and he was really open. He was thankful for him. So.
Yeah, so through purchasing it and becoming sole owner, it was nice having that
Sure. I bet.
support system.
Yeah.
Even like Linda in the office.
Yeah,
She's
Linda's-
just amazing. Like,
Linda's been
she's
with
our
us
work
since
wife,
2004.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
Yeah, so very, very grateful.
And how many people do you have now?
Including myself, 15 plumbers and probably about 3 office staff, 4
Wow.
Dana, and then as plumbers helpers. So we fluctuate probably
Around
between
22 and 24 employees.
slow time, maybe down to 12, busy time, maybe up to 22, 24, somewhere in there. So
What's one misconception about your business? I'm sure there's multiple, but
Oh,
give
gosh.
me a common one.
that plumbers are dumb. I'm gonna. I think that's a misconception.
I never thought that ever.
No, but I think there's a misconception
Even
with the
people
school
think
district.
all we do is unplug toilets and drains.
Yeah.
100%.
So-
it is so crazy to me.
I've worked with some really smart guys, really good craftsmen when I was out in the field as an apprentice, and I'm like, these guys are doing math problems, and we're doing rolling offsets and figuring this stuff out. And it was by hand, right? Nobody had computers
Yeah.
or whatever, and we're doing. I'm like, wow, these guys are smart, and they're like, hey, let's do it this way. And there were some tricks that they would do, you know, using a plumb bob. There was no lasers. We weren't using lasers when I started. I mean, we were doing stuff like getting it nice, neat, and straight. Things like that, and how good a craftsman, plumbers, pipe fitters are to make pipes look straight. You know, they would take pride in their work, and I like that. Like, wow, that looks straight, right?
Yeah.
You'd see a pipe and like, who put that in? You know, like that looks.
Well, it's funny because you came down here and I was like, oh boy.
Yeah,
You
you
were
don't have an
you were looking around. Like,
I'm looking at like
I
that
could tell.
conduit. Is that
You were,
conduit
too.
straight? I do. I go to Miller or to American Family Field, and I'm looking around at the pipes. And she goes, "You gotta watch where you're going." I said, "Sorry, I was looking at how they put the pipes in."
That's fantastic.
I do it, but I think that's one of the misconceptions that how people just take people maybe in the trades as general as they're not
Yeah, I
smart
agree
enough
with
to
that.
go to college. Or
I
they're
agree
not
with
smart.
that.
I think a lot of guys maybe in the trades are a little bit ADHD. They don't like to sit still. They like to think on their feet. But I've met some really smart people that are great craftsmen. And
Do you
doing
think
things like that.
we're heading in a direction where they're gonna be in rare supply?
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
think we're already seeing it.
Yeah.
I think we're seeing guys that are getting out of the trades.
Not just plumbing, but the trades.
No,
the
trades.
trades
Yeah.
in general.
Trades in
But I think
general.
that's turning a little bit as you start to see the cost of college going up. Like maybe somebody like, holy cow.
But being in the service industry, I am seeing a shortage in general in service.
Really?
Like even looking at the trades and then even the chiropractic profession. Like we have less and less going into certain fields and more of, we've pushed into teaching, and I'm not against that. Like I believe you should go to school for what you want to go to school for, but like you have an abundancy of teachers and yet there's still shortage of them. But if you go to a graduation ceremony, it was like the half of the gym was
Education.
all education.
Yeah.
So where are they all going? And then I look and I'm like, I'm looking around, and then there was this whole group that was going for business. And are those the fields that everybody's being talked into going
Yeah.
to? I don't know.
Mike Rowe does a lot of nice podcasts
Yes,
on how
Mike
they're
Rowe's
losing
awesome that way.
losing a generation of men that are not working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're-
well, I guess that's what I was
100%.
getting to.
You know, so like, what are they doing? Like,
Yeah. They all want to be YouTube stars and podcasters.
Well, and
Right.
that's
No,
great,
but-
but you can do that. What I think I've told my children is you can have something that you're good at.
100%.
That you like to do. It's like playing a guitar.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that that's going to be your livelihood that pays your bills.
Yep.
You could do that and do something else.
I agree.
Like there's nothing wrong with doing a podcast
Right.
or having a YouTube channel of something about hunting,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of those people have they have a professional career that pays for that, and then they get extra money so that
Exactly.
you can have extra
Exactly.
things. That's where it's missing in teaching the younger generation is that you're allowed to have more than one thing.
but, yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't have-
I
you
get
don't
it.
have to
I
just
get
go
it.
down the straight road doing one thing
I also
only.
think you have to have, and this we can get deep into this, but I also believe
No.
that you have to have some sort of, you want to help other people. Like at the core of what you do. Yeah, you make money. You have a business that makes
Yeah,
money.
we talk about helping people,
but
right?
at
So
the core,
exactly.
If there is an elderly, I mean, we're not judging on who calls us, but an example would be is if an elderly widow calls on a Sunday, Mike will take the call, and he'll even
bro,
go
you
there.
helped us.
Yeah.
He'll go there. He'll
Yeah, you just.
I don't even remember. Did I? You just do it, right? Like,
Yeah, like, dude, you could pay me, and this is a true story. Do you remember, like, our water heater?
Oh, that's
yeah, yeah.
right.
And he goes, okay, yeah, I could come out there, but just try this. Shake up the salt in the
Softener?
The softener.
Yeah.
And then, sure shit, it helped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, for real. Like,
Yeah.
you were like, you could pay me, but I'm telling you.
Yeah,
try
see,
this
this is
first.
what he does. Like, it's the helping of the people. Even
What?
like an elderly person in Plymouth will call and he'll be like, Dana, I'm just going to run out for 15 minutes. I know where she lives. I got to go over there. I can't leave her hanging. I'm like, what do you mean? He comes back. He's like, yeah, she's fine. She was a little bit overactive. We'll take care of it completely on Monday. I'm like, he doesn't even think twice about it. Like, at all. I am vouching for him not
how would
making
you
this
feel
up.
like, you're there, like, I need help, I don't know. Like, be like me with my computer. I'm like, somebody get over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, just calm down. We'll be there tomorrow. Did
Right.
you try turning it on and off yet? I'm like, yeah, I've done that. It didn't work right. Just talk me through it.
Did you reboot it?
And we talk through people a lot of their problems. And one of the things about talking about helping, we're dementia friendly trained.
Oh.
We just take our plumbers and we have the lady coming from the Aging
Yep.
Resource Center, and she says, somebody don't sneak up behind somebody with Alzheimer's. They might forget that you're there. They might forget you're in the
Wow.
basement working. Things
That's
like that.
incredible.
And we like,
In
we never
Chelan
thought
County,
about.
we are the only.
We probably the only ones in the
Yeah.
state. So we thought it'd be because
That's
Sue in our
incredible.
office was getting involved. She was going by her mom who had Alzheimer's in Iowa. So we were like, maybe we should do something with this. And we had special needs people that we do work for, like somebody self-sufficient, but they have their family members check on them. And if the family members, maybe dad passed away and they're not checking on them, so their sister lives in Madison now, but they don't want to have her move out of the house. So we would go over there, do the, checking of the boiler, checking things, how things. Can you go over and check on my sister? And she's got a problem with her faucet. And those people would trust us. We're like, we're already doing those things. We just didn't know it. Maybe we should have the formal training for it.
Yeah.
And we
And
learned
you can
so
see
much
people
having
getting
them
taken
come in.
advantage too. I'm like, oh, don't call that person or don't do that. No, we'll come over and help you first. And
Yeah.
then we'll
That's
point,
awesome, dude.
you know, refer somebody like, you know, people will call us for weird stuff. Like, do you know somebody that can help me? You know, you got an electrician you work with? So we refer a lot of business to people we trust.
Yeah.
Because people trust us that we're going to refer someone that's trustworthy.
Yeah.
So I like that reputation. So
I never knew that was a thing. I mean,
we didn't know it was a thing
but
either.
I never knew that was a thing.
But we were doing the Alzheimer's walk, and
Yeah.
Sue was like, "Hey, I think we can get the plumbers certified in that, or at least educated in it." And we're like, "Bring them in.
I
Let's
love
do what
that.
we need to do."
Yeah.
And the guys were actually very thankful of it because they're more aware of what they're dealing with. Mm-hmm. And it goes around with anybody with any kind of disability or a health issue or somebody who's even just scared or somebody who has anxiety. It helps with that because
Sure.
our
not only
guys.
homeowners, but we were dealing with a maintenance manager who was starting to be difficult to deal with. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Is there something wrong with him? Of course, nobody wants to say anything's wrong with him.
Right.
But we're like, boy, he's losing his temper.
there's
He's
like a
really
whole
getting,
sheet that
he's
you
really
follow.
getting angry and stuff. And finally, I was just like, do you think he's got early onset? He was probably 60, you know, ready to retire. And was like,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, like, you talk to like, hey, is he doing okay? I'm kind of concerned. He's got, oh yeah, we know he's got problems. Well, like 6 months later, he said like, yeah, he had to leave work. He was having problems and he was losing things, and we were noticing it too. But you know, we could notice it. And we're like, do you say something? Do you not say something? It's kind of one of those hard things
And
to,
because of
to
those
bring up. But it
connections-
helps you deal with people to look for some of the signs. You know, are they getting upset? Like very mood swinging. This guy was just
And being
it
in
was
the
so
community.
different.
Yeah,
Like,
180.
God, he used to be great. What happened to him? We're like,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden the light bulb goes on.
Yep.
Oh, maybe he's have the early onset of dementia.
Dementia.
Alzheimer's or something.
But that even falls into being certified enough for people to trust you and their family when they get somebody's trying to scam one of these older people.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll call like Mike
yeah.
and be like, "Hey, my mom got this, and is she supposed to do this? You guys have been here recently. What is this about?" So we feel like we've created these relationships with the people in the community where they can trust us, and we could say, "Wow, no, you got to call the police on that. Like that's not normal."
Wow.
And we had a lady I was gonna do an estimate for her, and she goes, "You can't come out right now. They're gonna bring me my money because I won some money, and the guy's gonna call me, I don't know, at noon or whatever, and he's gonna call me with the money and the price." And it's like, what are you talking about? Somebody, you won something? And I kind of go, oh yeah. As long as I get to him like the Apple Pay cards or some pay cards.
Oh boy.
And then she was just like,
yeah.
and she had money too, and I was just like, no. So you can call the Aging and Disability Resource Center for free. So I was like, you got to get in contact with her. I think she's giving her life savings away.
Holy
And
shit.
somebody's onto her.
Yeah, she was having troubles with her thermostat. Go there, the thermostat was like up to 90.
But didn't the family call you then and say thank you? Like
no,
they
her
were-
her friends did because she was estranged.
Yeah.
She didn't talk to her kids.
Somebody
one of
was
those
like,
things.
"Wow,
So
thank
finally,
you for
I'm like,
catching that."
but she was involved with like the chamber and some stuff and the art community. I'm like, somebody's gotta go help her.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna give away your savings.
That's how important plumbers are.
I-
They're in there. You gotta have a
yeah,
plumber.
I forgot about that story, but
You gotta
hopefully,
have a plumber.
We'll keep moving. We'll.
Sorry.
No.
That's all right.
You're good. This is awesome. So one thing I really wanted to get to with both of
boy.
you, and especially you, Dana, though, with
Oh,
your
gosh.
new thing. You want to talk about that a little bit?
I don't. Sure. I don't.
Okay, good. So one of the things that it took Angie and I a long time as business owners was to really understand the importance of the community. And what I mean by that is we didn't understand like how important it was to be seen in the community and be a part of the community. And it seems like you both
yeah.
are really, really, really big into that. Was that something that you inherited, or was that like just was that on purpose?
Both. So I guess starting backwards, my grandpa was a school teacher, industrial arts school teacher.
Beer
And
break.
he was a school teacher for 30 years.
Okay.
In Plymouth. Everybody knew my grandpa, right? And he was great. Everybody loved him. You know, so the Haucke name was very big, and my they were very involved with the community. My grandma was with a women's club. You know, my dad, when he started with 2 people, my grandparents on their referrals only could keep him busy.
Yeah.
Right. So you know,
Yeah.
I still get to this day that I had your grandpa as a teacher. Is that your grandpa? Yeah. So So I think it was brought up that my grandparents were community involved, my parents were involved in the community, my other grandparents were also in the community. So there's a lot of community involvement just by the names that were there. Mm-hmm. But I think as things evolved, you start to run out, things you grow, you start to run out of that, right? All of a sudden we're going to grow. We've exhausted our family name and referral sources.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I only know so many people, right?
Oh,
so you got only so many customers by
yeah,
family
that's
referral,
a good point.
right?
No, that's a good point. Yeah.
So
a lot of people don't think of that though.
And we're like, we get referrals in and we get business and we keep those same customers. But what we're starting to notice as we got to like 10, 12 plumbers and we're like, the service wasn't growing. We're like, we're not getting any new business. How do we get new business? Well, get involved. So when COVID hit and when I took over the business from my brother, we went on a marketing blitz that Mike owns the business. The business is still good. Don't worry about it. We had baskets.
We're here for you.
We had baskets at the art center. Things with God, wherever we did it. Everybody
Everywhere
wanted
and anywhere. All the school fundraisers.
and it wasn't about a lot of money. It was about sprinkling. And we had people, I see you guys everywhere. We did a flower pot.
No, we still do.
We still do that. And it was about sprinkling, kind of making sure that, making phone calls and doing those things, making sure that we're out there being seen.
Yeah.
We're in the parade, and then just those kind of things. But then getting those referrals, being involved in the community, giving back. I coached junior league football for 22 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I like to give back, and it was like, I love doing it.
Yeah.
It wasn't business driven to do it, but I think having that presence in the community is very important.
I agree.
Even Sheboygan County-wide.
Yeah.
So
I mean, people don't know who aren't familiar. You're talking about Plymouth.
Yeah, Plymouth, Wisconsin.
Plymouth, Wisconsin, which is
8,000 people.
Yeah, but man, I tell you, I couldn't believe when I moved back how cool downtown Plymouth really
It
is.
is.
They've
Really
It
done
really
a lot.
is
They've
pretty
done a nice.
cool.
They've done a nice job, and they did a lot of planning
The
with it too.
88, I mean, like.
They've
all
done a
of
lot
real.
of planning, So
Yeah.
they do. So they had a plan, and it's coming together.
And Mike
Yeah.
likes to. I mean, people know Mike. Mike likes to be in the community. For me, it was easy to just promote him. One, because he was my husband, and two, was because of our business. But three, because it's fun to be involved in things. Like for me, jumping on board, and he's already in BNI, which is the local BNI chamber. Mike is very involved. Is that business?
Business
Networking
International.
International.
They teach you. It was
So
it was
much.
great because
He's connected to every single business
I
in
don't
the
like
area.
networking. I'm not a networking
And they
guy.
teach you how.
Just not. I'm not a networking guy. I don't
But
like.
that's what you do when you're
I
there.
know when you get there, then I start talking about my business, and then
Can't
like
even miss, and they go, "Where is he?" I'll like fill in.
they make you do a 10-minute, and I'm like, they're like, oh my God, you're passionate about what? And they're like, about your business, about your job. I says, I am. They're like, you should listen to yourself talk. I says, well, I don't because I'm talking, right? So I guess I have that impression on people.
Well, and he's very involved in the schools. Like we like to help out with their local schools, and even like anything.
We
they
donated
need,
a saw. One of
donate
the schools has a wish list, and we're like,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
we're going to give a saw to the industrial arts department. And
Why
my
wouldn't
grandpa
we?
taught,
Jeez,
right?
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Why wouldn't
Right?
we?
Yeah.
And when they ask, why wouldn't you? Like that's what it comes to when it comes to a business and marketing. It's pretty easy. But coming off of the referral aspect and then trying to get new customers, it's always nice to dive in to get new people's info, what their situations are, and how you can help them. Like it's not even the fact about the money. Like it's just about keeping the business going and being able to serve more people. And I think in any business.
Yeah.
And why, not that I don't want to help my standard customers, why can't I help more people in the younger generation? And I just said this to him the other day. All of these charities and things that we're involved in, the Gift of Life and any of the local fundraisers that you want to get involved in, you show up. If we're not giving and serving, as our grandparents did,
I agree with that too.
the children are not going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because people on these boards and the attendance of these are getting less and less.
Yeah.
But they ultimately give back to the community. And then
Yeah.
you network and you see more people and small businesses get to thrive and grow locally.
I mean, the small
It's-
businesses are their heartbeat. I mean, they are the
Yeah.
backbone of the community. It's everywhere, not just, in Plymouth or, it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
So talk about serving and your new venture serving, Dana.
Older person.
I saw that news and I was like, what?
Yeah.
This was my husband's doing. Once again.
They were bringing it up to me and they asked me. I said, absolutely I can't because I don't have conflict of interest either.
What are we talking about?
Plymouth had an alderman position come available, and it happened to be in my area. I was not really aware of it at the time. One of the other alder people recommended to Mike to join and do the board, and he said, no, but I think my wife would be good for it.
So for people who don't know, because aldermans are very Midwest, Wisconsin, like they're very Midwest. What does an alder person do?
City council.
It's a city council. So basically, you're on the city council, and you help you help the mayor and the city run. Basically, you vote.
Okay.
That's it. And
Okay.
we have a I can't even think right now. I'm losing my mind. It's all very new to me, just so everybody knows.
No.
It's
yeah.
very new. So I came into this, I asked to be on the council, basically to help with the community, and then we'll just see how it goes. I've never been in small government before, so for me it's another learning lesson. I have a son who's graduating this year, and I thought, why not fill my void? As I feel like a lot of people at my age, when you're youngest, you're not, and you're a busy person and you've always taken care of your children, you try to look for something. And this feels like it's right at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm filling in for right now, and I have to decide if I want to run come April.
Oh, okay.
So I'm an intern and basically was voted in. And the city council, we'll see how
What
it
did you
goes.
have to do?
Fill out an application, stand in front of the whole board, proclaim why I wanted to be an alder person, which it came down to, I just want to help in the community. That's basically it,
Yeah.
and learn a little bit more. And I realized that there's a lot to know about a city. And
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm blonde, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Everything that's going on. And I realize, you sit there and you think about it as a parent, you're kind of already involved. Like the more recent thing that we talked
That's a good
about
point.
on the city council that I came in on was bike helmets. Like if bike helmets do we need to mandatory them? Do we need to make that a law? Or do we just advise the parents? And we all voted on advising the parents. Like this will be just something that we will advise. We're not going to make our police officers pull over small children because they don't have a helmet on. But it's a common sense law. But kids get hurt. And how do we stop it? And somebody asked if we could make a rule on it or make a law, and we didn't. But those are the kind of things that come in front of the council.
Yeah.
And that we know about as family, but we don't actually know how the laws come about a lot of times because you don't really pay attention. You're just like, oh, all of a sudden that's a law. Or why isn't it a law?
There's reason
we'll see.
behind it. I get it.
Always. I think some other things that are coming out. I mean, there's a district park meeting next week, Wednesday, at the fire station in the town of Plymouth. It's about restructuring of the city park, and the big city park in Plymouth has the pool.
That's where it started.
Yeah.
She was complaining that they're going to stick $1 million into the city park. And we live next to the park, and we both go, what? And then finally we're going back and forth, and this came up. I'm like, you know what? You should get on the council. You want to talk about the park? And
So you really put her name in a hat.
so,
I read it now. It's not as bad as I was read in the paper.
That's so
Right?
funny.
So it's a learning lesson.
Get involved, right?
Get involved.
Yeah,
there's
that's
the
true.
opportunity. If you're
But if you
gonna sit and
don't
complain
want
about
the
it,
pool, if you don't want the pool to change or to expand, you should be at the meeting.
I give you credit because a lot of people are like just complaining because that's what they want to do.
Well, the other
You know
thing
what
I
I'm
just
saying?
wasn't
just saw
aware
it
of,
Yeah.
about
which
the
is
complainers.
great.
Exactly.
I'm going to have
And
my
the people
own
who are going to
email.
do something is like one. It starts out with
Yeah.
like 50 complainers. And
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. All I know
Yeah.
is nobody better knock on my door. That's the only thing I was worried about, which they said normally they don't, and this will be the one time somebody does.
if you don't like it, step up and volunteer. Or
Exactly.
Or
Well,
just shut up and
to.
complain.
Exactly.
But complain to yourself. Because
Yeah.
you're gonna, well, then
And
do
the
something
city
about it.
administrator does most of it. So, like, he's awesome, in my opinion, from what I've learned so far. He's doing all the hard legwork, and then we just read through and
Yeah.
try to advise. And I don't know. It's my new adventure.
We are crushing it, you guys.
Good. I forgot to tell you, by the way. I forgot to tell you, I'm on the Plymouth Education Foundation. I'm going to be on that board.
Oh, that's cool.
See,
They asked-
Angie and I did we
did
did
you?
that for the Evergreen. Yeah.
Oh.
So
In Vancouver.
they had to ask me a question about how to get people interested in the trades. They want to set up a scholarship.
yeah.
I'm like,
Dude, that's awesome.
and I says, well, it's difficult with the trades because you're getting paid to go to school. But how do you use that money to get kids into it? And then we're coming up with some ideas.
Dude, I love that.
So they're asking me. I'm like, yeah, well, that's questionable because most of the time the trades are paid for. Like you become a plumber, you get your apprenticeship, you're getting paid to go to school, so you have no debt. So there's no scholarship needed. But then one guy brought up, well, what about like transportation needs? What about like maybe they need tools? Maybe some of the guys we could give them they want a scholarship for $1,000. They bring in their receipts and we'll pay for their tools or their clothes or something like that.
That's
even more. I go,
cool.
well, that's an idea. You don't incentivize them. Like, hey, maybe try it out.
I love that idea.
So we're kicking around some ideas. So
Yeah.
I thought, oh, but
when did you go to this meeting?
they called me on the phone. I sent an email, right?
Our life's so crazy.
And it's,
There
and
is a
it's, and
chance
it's
that he went to a
because
meeting
Kelly's
and I
in B
didn't
and
go.
I, and we talk about, hey, I know you, so you build a relationship where you trust somebody.
See,
and
we all get
trusts.
sucked into things.
Oh,
She trusts
yeah.
me, but
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
but I think it'd be a good thing. But
What advice would you give? Let's wait on that question. How do you? Because business ownership is up and down. I mean, there's great days, and then there's really, 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 really the opposite. Not so good days.
throw you a left curve, Dave.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you balance that? And how do you deal with the not so good days, even when things, and I told Dana this a little bit in the message, I want to talk about this because you guys are very just positive people. When outside influence, when things around the world are not in your control, how do you balance feeling good and not bringing what the outside influences into your business? You know what I mean?
No, I exactly know what you mean, but you go ahead. But I gotta remember
I think
what you were gonna say.
okay, you can go.
No, go ahead.
Well, maybe I'll forget what I was going to say.
I know. I should have brought that notepad.
You should have brought that notepad. I want to say for the most part, like owning a business is, yeah, sometimes you just have to suck it up, and then you can go home and cry about it all year. So you do let out your frustrations, and Mike and I can say that we don't always agree, but we learn to agree to disagree. But I think one of the big things is we do have a hired coach for the business outside of us.
Yeah,
Okay.
Which helps.
Second time we've done that.
Second time we've done it.
Okay.
We bought
which-
the business, had a coach us
Yep.
through some of these
I
things.
don't. It's not about, like I have my own. I don't want
Right.
this.
Yeah,
I
I
need
get it.
someone for us.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like somebody who needs an accountant and think they can do everything. I think you always have to have those people in your pockets, and that's something that keeps us sane. So when you ask about what keeps your life balance, my life balance is having the support systems that I know are around me.
I
to keep me
love
sane.
that.
So I know I have our coach. I have a cleaning lady. I don't even care. I learned that years ago. It's
Yeah.
something I don't like doing. She does exactly what I don't like. I can do the rest. So the support system. That's
Yeah.
one of the things as a business owner. If you're not going to be willing to get yourself that support system, that's where you can end up failing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing I wanted to share.
That
helps keep
you
me
do have to
sane.
have that
Like I don't have a
support
reason.
system,
I don't have a reason to whine
somebody
and
to go
complain.
to that
I
you
love
do
that.
have
can
this.
talk to. So we do have that support system with each other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, without
But we also have the outside network.
Yeah.
Like if he's too much for me, I'm like, I don't know why you didn't call Corey. Like, I don't
and
want
there's
you.
some people that talk to me. So
Yeah.
for me, it's the little things to look for. So you're gonna have a bad day or something really kind of shitty happened, and then you're gonna look for those small little good things to grasp onto. Like, hey, we had a success, and we should grab onto that success of helping that person, or hey, that went really well, and it's you're gonna have to have the, I guess I call it grit, and I did a big thing on how our oldest daughter, she works hard, but she's gritty. You get knocked down, you get your knees scuffed up, and you got to persevere through that stuff, and it takes long time to get through some of those things.
Yeah.
I mean, you might and it drags on you, but after a while, if you get so stressed out, you're like, I'm going to have a breakdown if I just don't let this go, because you're going to have to let it go. So I think looking for those little things and those small things, always go back to your systems and procedures of what works. And if things are coming off the rails, like, why is it coming off the rails? And
I wasn't doing that. Like,
because we're not following how we're supposed to do things. Like, hey, we're not doing that. Go back. Make sure
it's
you
like
get
the
back
house
to your
rules we had with the kids.
Yep.
So we set up house rules when we got together. And that was the one thing that I think we forget to mention to a lot of people who are a blended family is I took the advice from another coach, and they said set up house rules because everybody has to follow these house rules. So even when his daughters were around me or my kids, they'd be like, well, that's on the house rule. Like, you're not doing that.
I love that.
And it was like, even with a business, like, it's
Yeah.
a rule. Like, we got to do this in order
Why
to
aren't we-
function. Why
yeah.
aren't we doing this?
It's an SOP.
It's an SOP,
and
yeah.
And it's some of the smaller
love
stuff
that.
to make sure you're going back to that. One of the things is like when things get really off the rails, and I was seeing a therapist, like when I was getting divorced, she goes, how's your office? I go, what do you mean? Is it messy? Is it clean? It's dirty? I go, oh, it's a disaster. She goes, that's the first thing you do is get back. You spend 15, 20 minutes, you get everything organized, and you clean and do that first and get yourself grounded again. And that definitely will help. That helped me because that's just the way I am. I feel better when things are in a row sometimes. And she goes, you need to get back to that. So
Awesome.
When things go off the rails, you have a bad day, get back to the basics. Look for the little things.
The little things.
The little small things. You don't think about it like, hey, maybe I should just organize those pile of papers into straight kind of lines and files and get back, and all of a sudden you sweep your office, wipe the cobwebs off or whatever hasn't been done for, a couple months. You're like,
Well,
feels
it's
a
the
lot better.
positive
It smells
mindset.
clean too, right? It feels fresh. It feels clean. Gets you back.
Well, we're huge in the family with reminding, even with, I don't say it so much. I say it with my clients, like, you're not allowed to have a victim mindset. Like, I don't allow it. Like,
Right.
what are we going to do to get out of this?
Right.
Like, I personally will have some stuff. Like, if I am going through my own personal stuff, I'll kind of remind myself even, like, stop it. Like, I'm really struggling, but what can I do to get through this? Like, there's always something better and greater. There has to be. Otherwise, why am I here every day?
What's that thing you do with the clears at your
Oh,
chiropractor?
we clear. So, like, you have
It's
a
a little
win
bit
and a
different,
clear.
right? Because chiropractors are real head spaces, right?
No, yeah.
I mean, all business owners are nuts, right? But
We have
when you-
clears and wins, so that's a
when
huge
you
thing.
listen to people's problems all day long, I mean, that's gotta be even worse. Like if you're a doctor.
Yeah, let's go. There you go. That'll work.
That'll work.
And I think that's when you do that little round table clear thing, right? Whatever that is.
Yeah, you
Explain
just go
that.
through. It's just a clear. So, like, you have a win. So, like, what was your win this week? Did you have one win?
Okay, yeah.
Do you have one win this
The
week?
wow.
The
What's your wow?
Maybe,
Yeah.
but you had one.
Win
What
of the
was
week.
it? What one of the win? Did you have one win this week? It's Friday. So,
Well, I got this set up.
okay, that's one.
that's a
Okay,
win.
I know
River
he
West
doesn't want to make it
Stein,
about
that's a
himself. Our win is I got to be here this week. My other win is I figured out that I needed a really great adjustment, and I like feel so
I
much
didn't need an
better. I can
adjustment
like
so
move
bad.
my arms, and like that's my win for the week. I can
Those
get
little
back
things,
to-
right? Look
those
for
little
those
things.
wins.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a big.
What was your big thing this week? You had a rough week, so did you have one win?
I mean, we were successful, right? Failure's not an option. That's some of our tagline. Failure's not an option. We got everything done today like we could possibly do it. And
awesome.
We did it. I mean, did we finish everything we were supposed to accomplish this week? Absolutely not. But there were things where like, oh shit, now what?
Yeah.
And our team pulls together.
Mike did a win and a clear all in one.
Yeah, it was
so
like-
he's like, I got a shit week, and that's a
Which
win.
one of you is the more the glass is half empty, half full? Like, or you both seem pretty level, but there's
are.
got to be one who's a little bit more.
So there's the 90-10 rule. So in a relationship, I will tell you, like, when he was not well last week,
We do balance each other out.
you have to remember that I had to be at 90% no matter what, because he was only functioning at 10. And that is something that I've really grabbed onto in the last couple of years, because as a couple who owns a business, we're getting older. I hate to admit that.
We all are, sister.
But like, life is different. The kids are getting older. It's just a different season. But there's times when like I might only be 10%. Like I'm not, emotionally, physically, or mentally running at my whole capacity.
And that's okay, though.
And that's okay.
It totally is okay.
But then he has to go at 90.
Right. Yeah.
We do compliment him.
And we do. And we're,
Yeah,
we
that's
find
good.
that with each other. And if he's not playing that, I let him know.
She's a ball buster.
Damn.
I always tell the doctor, like, you better be careful what you ask for. 'Cause
Damn.
David's a ball buster. She's gonna follow up and she's gonna say, like, "You sure you're ready for this?"
I do it with love, though.
You do. You do. But it's, I guess ball buster wouldn't be the right word, but that's kind of the easy word to say. Like,
I know everybody has potential.
Yeah.
And the problem is when people make excuses.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
And I believe that everybody can
Yeah.
be as successful as they want to be. And it hurts me when I see people have that potential and they don't want to do it. It just pulls me down emotionally. Like, I lose sleep about it.
sometimes you're gonna have to work 10-hour days if you want a business. 10, 12-hour days.
Bro, and that's exactly it.
you know, people go like, "Oh, you got that handed to you." I'm like,
No.
Dude,
That
I work
kind of
Saturday
shit.
mornings for
That
a year.
60
pisses me
hours a
off
week.
when people say that
Yeah,
stuff.
like, it's so easy
bro.
being a business owner. I'm
So
like,
we're
when's-
lucky we have maybe 2 weeks a year that Mike takes off.
We'll take Fridays, here and go for
Nah.
long weekends.
Yeah.
But taking a whole week off
He's supposed
is
to be
pretty.
home by 4:30 today, or be by 4. He got in the door at like
That's a funny
4:05.
story. I had a half an hour out of my day because my daughter got locked in the bathroom at the house we just bought. And I
It
didn't
is
check
not
on her.
dull in our, like, give us a couple more
She's
years.
gonna love
I'm like,
that.
Oh no, she is like.
I'm like, I haven't heard from Madeline. She was coming down to help work on the house
No,
we
he
bought.
left her in our rental stranded. She's a 23-year-old
busy.
daughter. And he had
was
her
saying,
doing
like-
demo.
I
And
look
she's
around, I'm
locked
like,
in the
all of a sudden, I'm, like,
bathroom
getting my
without her phone.
I go like, boy, I haven't heard from Madeline in like a
This
half
is
an hour
awesome.
because I texted her. I said, I'll go over and then.
No, you did not say I'll go over. She had to yell out
No,
the
I
window.
went in my head. I'll go over and
Oh.
see what's going on. Maybe she should be done by now. And Elsa Connor was there, and he's like, she's locked in the bathroom. I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
No,
jeez.
she's actually can't get out. Help! She bounced out the door. I'm
So
like,
one of our apprentices, she yells. She's like, I yelled out to some guy. It's one of our apprentices because the house is next to our shop that we just purchased.
Yeah.
And she's like, I just yelled out, please get my dad.
yeah, it's an adventure. Especially when you have 5 kids, it's always an
And
adventure.
we're making them help with the new project, and because they're all getting to go with us on our one vacation that we're actually going to take this year with everybody.
Where are you guys gonna go? You think?
We're going to Cabo San Lucas.
Oh,
Christmas.
nice.
So
for
we're
a
like,
week.
Nice.
we kind of got tired. Everybody does all their family other Christmas crap before we leave on the 26th or 27th.
No, they're going to do all their. Yeah, we leave on the 26th.
26th, and then we're gonna go away. Because
away.
Stephanie works for the school district. That's her time to get away. Everybody else, you're signing off. We're going.
They work in the trades.
Otherwise, we have Christmas. They're going here. They're going there. We end up sitting home by ourselves Christmas Eve. We go to the bar because that's what divorcees
Yeah. Oh,
do.
yeah.
We go to the bar.
Yeah, we go to the bar.
Because like you go to the bar and like everybody else is. It's like everybody else that doesn't have family plans tonight goes to the Brown Bottle. Right? We're going to the bar.
The bottle.
It's true. We're down there with the same people. We've done it 3 or 4 years in a row, and it's kind of the same people.
You like going to church.
We'll see you next year. We'll see you next year. Go to church and we're like, wait up.
You know
we're like,
that we
going
can
home.
still do that this year
The
because we're
brown
not
bottle.
leaving
For
until
people who don't
after.
know,
The beer is cold.
the
Coldest beer,
beer
coldest,
is very cold.
coldest beer in town.
It
That's
is.
their
It's
tagline.
in Plymouth.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so we balance each other out.
Yeah, I can
Still,
see
is that
that.
it? Right?
You guys are awesome.
We try.
You guys, it's been almost an hour already.
Oh
Sorry.
gosh.
So,
You can cut us off.
no. Yeah, we're gonna wrap things up a little bit,
Okay.
but
We're having such a great time.
I know.
We could do another show. Just
I love
Yeah,
it.
we can totally do that.
We need 2 shows.
But I do want to
What else you got?
talk more. I want you guys to give your. If somebody is struggling in their business right now, okay, and they don't know where to go, it doesn't matter what they're struggling in. What's the one piece of advice? I mean, you probably said it earlier, but like, what's that one thing that they can do right now, tangibly,
can let
right
you go
now, to
first.
start, like, change that mindset? What's the one thing? And you both pick something.
You go. You said
No,
you wanted
you
to
go
You
first.
said you wanted to go first. Like, I got this. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, no, now I don't have this.
No, I do, but I don't want to take it from you.
I Let me think about it.
Aw,
Because it's
see?
like, there's a lot of things you can do to, change your
What's
mindset.
the one thing right now that they can start tomorrow?
Get up and go. Just keep going. I think the one thing that people, either you're going to have to make the decision, I'm going to quit. And it could be financial wise, like, this is never going to work. I've been working on it for, like, bar rescue. You're like $500,000 in debt. Maybe it's time to just pull the pin, buddy. Right? There's some
That's
point,
one of our favorite
how
shows.
far?
I love bar rescue.
How
Yeah.
far did this guy go in debt before they called bar rescue? I mean,
Yeah.
I would have been there like at 10,000. Like, oh my God, right? But I think you just got to keep plugging away some days. You just got to get up and then, find the goodness, find those little things that make you happy. And then you got to trust your gut in some ways. You just got to know. I just knew in my gut I could make it work. I says, then we would run the numbers. The numbers were working out. I says, I can make the numbers work to buy the business. I says, I think it'll work. I just know in my gut. But, you got to persevere, and you're going to have to be great because there's going to be bad days. And they're going to come out of left turn. Just when you think you got things going right and you got things organized, all of a sudden somebody's like calls in, they get hurt, they get back injury, and now you're down like 2 plumbers or whatever, office staff or whatever, roll over. You're like, just when we were just getting things going and just things were going good once you get comfortable. But you just sometimes just got to get up and go. But look for those little small things that keep you happy, helping somebody out. And like, hey, somebody came in for a part, and I don't make any money on helping people with parts. But if I can help somebody that doesn't have a lot of money and like, hey, take this plastic part, you do this and do that, and it'll stop the drain from leaking. It should work. How much are you? And it's like $1. I just said, it's not worth the paperwork to bill him what it was worth. I said, just take it. And if it doesn't work, bring it back or something else, and then we'll help you out. But look for those little good to helper things. But
I like that.
I mean, financial wise, if you're really struggling financial wise, I mean, you see a lot of businesses come in and out of downtown without a financial plan, and the numbers don't work out. Like, you're going to have to find something else. I don't know. Sometimes starting over is not a bad thing either. So,
It's true.
Yeah.
maybe it's a telltale sign. Maybe God has a plan for you. You just don't know yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Okay, Dana, you've
Yeah,
had...
well, was that long enough?
It was. I think it's the perspective of how you look at it. Like when you say, I mean, your question was, what is the one thing
One thing.
that somebody's struggling
Yeah.
could do? My biggest thing is I see a different aspect from it. The ones that struggle are usually trying to do it on all themselves. Like this idea that you are the sole
Ask for help.
person,
You wear every
you're
hat.
not asking for help. There are people to help you.
I hit that on the nose.
I love that.
Like you are not alone. I don't care what kind of business you have. There is somebody there that can help you.
John
For
Taffert.
crying out loud,
Call him up.
I just helped.
Make it work.
I just helped a doc for the last 6 months at no charge, who was struggling for years to finally get a job because he was unemployed,
Wow.
and he just needed someone. Yet sometimes you just have to ask for help, and he didn't want to ask for help, but he was pushed to me. And that was my way of like, and I said, one day you will pay me back. And I don't care if it's with a beer. I don't care if it's whatever. But you need to be working.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes everything has to cost money. Which, yes, everyone should be paid for what they do. But there's always, if you are struggling, do not make money a barrier. There is somebody to help you.
Ooh, I love that. Go. Yeah. There you go.
I think that's a big thing because a lot of business
Don't make
owners,
money a barrier.
they don't ask for help and they don't know how to ask for help.
That's
and they're
the other thing.
embarrassed
Yeah.
to do it. But on the other turn, if you see somebody struggling out there in their business and like you should have a successful business, why
But if
aren't
you
you?
ask for help and they give you advice, you better take it.
They don't
That's
take
the
it.
only thing I'm gonna
This
say.
place should be making money head over feet. And I heard you're struggling. Like, what's going on? Like, hey, do you need help? Maybe I can advise you.
Well,
something.
having a successful
Most
business.
people won't take it, but sometimes you get to a point, and I know I've been to that point where I'm ready to break down. I can't do it alone. I need somebody to help me, and that's where, like the business coach will come in play. Like, somebody that's struggling that just needs that help. The business owner that's pulling their hair out. Like, you know, there's someone out there to help you. And it could be your accountant, like,
Yeah, your accountant might
or
have knowledge.
an
It's
accountant
not
friend,
even
like, hey, what's going on? Like, I'm
And
struggling.
what are we
here.
doing here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you will find if you ask for help, I would say
Well, it goes back to
99% of the time,
I agree.
somebody say, I'm not sure about the answer, but I know somebody that can help
Yes.
you.
I am with you 100%.
And then those people won't charge you for that
Yes,
help.
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Hey,
Yeah.
what do I owe you? Like, you don't owe me anything. I didn't
Just
do
do
anything
what I
for you.
told
This
you,
is what
or,
I do.
like,
I
go
said,
there.
You know, maybe it'd be something simple like, oh, if you need to buy your paper products, you buy it how much? Like from them, like I can save you. Go to this guy, you can save like 50 grand a year.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, right? And that's what do I
Well,
owe
it's
you?
the whole networking thing. Most of the time when people are struggling is because they're not networking. They're not asking for like guidance or help or taking that advice and putting it out there and
Yeah.
allowing themselves to be vulnerable.
I agree.
Like nobody is perfect
Yep.
at all. Like us doing this podcast right now, you always think like, do I have to make it perfect? What do I need to do? Am I going to
God,
say
no.
the right things? And that's with business as well.
Yeah.
People love you for who you are and what you have to give. And if they're going to buy your service, they're going to buy it. If they're not, they're not. They're just going to go to the next person. But everyone needs a chiropractor, and everyone needs a plumber, and everyone needs an electrician, and everyone needs an accountant, and everyone needs a banker. There's someone for everyone.
Yeah. You're
I
right.
don't know.
Sometimes, you know, B&I is giver's gain. You give, you don't always get back, but it'll come in a different source. You
Yeah.
get a referral, maybe sometimes you won't, whatever. But
Yeah.
be that helper person out there too. Don't be afraid. If people are struggling, like they ask for something, give it to them. Give
It's
it to
okay
them.
to
Give it
be
to them for
vulnerable.
free.
Agreed.
It'll come back around.
Yeah.
Some of
Agreed.
those best things, like, hey, you don't have to repay me back. And then I'm like, hey, you need to call hockey. I tell all my friends to call you now, right? It was like $1 part that I didn't charge them for it because I didn't feel like doing the paperwork.
That's awesome, dude.
So, then,
Holy shit, you guys.
right?
I can't.
We talked too much. We didn't
No,
drink
no, no,
enough
no,
beer.
no. I can't
I'm
lie to you.
trying to
Like
drink.
I came up with my questions like this morning. I'm not even lying. And this
we
was
were nervous
beyond what
that
I
we wouldn't
thought
be
it
able
was
to
going
give
to be.
No, this
I'm
is
serious. You guys are awesome.
Fun. It's fun.
Thank you.
I'm serious.
Start our own show. Right?
We didn't even get into like the meat.
I know.
Right? Like,
Like we don't always like each other. I'm kidding.
Well,
you know, I was
you're married.
No, but we always love each other. That's it.
No,
it's
you're
very
married. I
rare,
get it.
very rare that we don't get along. But I
No,
think
yeah.
that's some of the stuff is from past history that we're very,
No, and I
very
will say
thankful.
that I'm
You know
his
what?
wife. I
Let's
don't
go
work-
there. Let's talk about that though, real quick.
thankful,
I don't
very
work at the
happy.
business. I work from home. So I work from home. I only come into the business when the ladies or anybody asks me to come in for the meetings. I'm very respectful. I don't overstep my boundaries, or I don't think I do.
No,
all.
you don't. They
No,
want you to
I
do
know my
more,
boundaries.
So.
So I'm there when they need me, but I work from home
Yeah.
and as needed. And that's one thing I've learned with managing and consulting multiple businesses as a husband-wife situation. I've seen husband-wife situations where they're together all the time and then together all the time at work. And not every personality can do that.
Yeah.
And I know I can't be with him all the time. Like I want him to go have his thing.
Yeah.
I've seen where they're competitive with each other
Yeah.
too. That's where the toxic. I mean, that's toxic.
Oh, heck yeah.
When you're competing with your spouse.
Yeah, I'm not going to do plumbing.
Like
Yeah, I'm not doing Cairo business.
yeah. I mean, so let's go there. So, what would be your advice to married couples in business together? That's a better question.
That's it. You know, for us being our second marriage, I think it definitely helps because we're grateful for what we have. Because we went through quite a bit of shit, you know. So I think both of us went through a pile of shit, and then finally we were getting to the point where I finally was like, maybe I am ready. When she asked, I was just married to the wrong person. I want to get married again, and I went like, well, maybe I'm ready too. I never thought of it, you know.
Wow.
So then we are grateful to have each other, and I
And
think
that is a tough thing to say. Like, both of us are not, I don't ever, like, our children are our children, and we're married. You know, we were married because we were married. Like, and we had children. And in that time, in that space, that was perfect. I wouldn't ask for my kids to have any other father. But I truly believe
neither.
maybe I wasn't married to the right person. I don't know. Like, it just went all down the shit, too.
So I think we do
and then
have
that's
that.
kind of what we say.
We
like,
do
I
have
don't
that
know.
going for us. So I mean, somebody that's gonna be in the business with their wife, they gotta boy, I don't know. Sometimes it's going to be tough because I saw my mom and dad. And my mom and dad couldn't work with each other. My dad's like, this isn't going to work because we're talking about business 24/7. And I think you need to have your own lives outside the business because the business is its own animal, right?
So I have a red flag. I will say to him,
yeah, like
because I have a
that's enough business
tendency,
talk.
but I have a tendency because we do run a business. I have my business. He has his business. We talk about strategical planning. We talk about anything that's going on. It's how my head works. But then all of a sudden, I'm usually the one that will draw the red flag. Like we cannot talk business anymore. I don't care what we talk about. We cannot talk any business sense.
Yeah.
Before he will. Because I get burnt out from it. I
think you got to
do
find
before you do.
that keys that work for you. But I can see people who and why they get divorced if they're in the restaurant business together. You know, he's the bartender, she's the chef, whatever. They're there.
Man,
they're there all the time together.
Man.
They're living, sleeping, eating
But Mike's
together.
really
Right?
like he's respectful. That is the difference. Like he is respectful about it. Like if I say I'm done, he has a tendency then to just shut down and want to watch football. And then
Yeah.
I'm done. But
It's easy.
you know, for me, like, and I think about that. This is way you guys talking. Angie and I, like, I'm on all the time, especially at work. Like, especially with this new gig that I got. Like, I'm just on. And then when I come home, the last thing I want to do is be on more. And so
Yeah.
I turn it off. Well, that's okay for me, but like I feel guilty because I just go up and I watch I do my thing.
Yeah.
But I want to spend time with my family too. But at the same time, like, Jesus, I've been on all day.
we've called him out for that.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to be done until like 8.
So they,
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like it's true because even when the kids were all home, they'd always be like, but then they would complain, well, he's done by 8. You know, everyone's got to be quiet by 8.
Well, if I'm up at
But he's up at
5:36.
5 a.m.
I'm
Right.
tired.
I'm tired.
But he does make all the events. He tries his
Yeah.
best
Yes.
to do
Yeah.
it. I will say that, like, if any of the kids ask him or need something, they'll make it happen. And they've said that about Mike. Like,
Yep, we'll do
even
it.
though if it's after 8 o'clock, they're not getting him. They're not getting him.
The
Like,
big
every
saying
day.
is work-life balance, and I don't know
Right.
about work-life balance. It's just balance.
it's just balance.
If you
that's
you're
good.
just if you're own your own business with your wife and your family, it's balance. It's not necessarily work-life balance. It's one thing. It's like a farmer,
Yeah.
right? It's a family farm,
It's just life.
right? Like, this is life. It's a family farm.
Yeah.
Like a family farm was years ago. It was like it's 24/7.
22/7.
The daughters or my cousin was taking care of the calves,
Yeah.
and it's just our life. And
Yeah.
then okay, now we got to balance this out. Where you go fishing or you go hunting, and then you're together. You just got to balance it.
Yeah.
However you balance it, but work-life balance, I think that's overplayed a little bit. You know, that's the
It's just balance.
new term.
It's just balance.
You see
It's
that
just
in like
balance.
places. I always like to creep on people who are like hiring. We have a great work-life balance.
Yes.
I'm like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's just balance.
But
Just
what's
balance.
work in life when you own a business? Like
One and the
that's
same.
you know, I hear everybody say all the time, when you love what you do and
Right.
you're involved as much as you are, I don't need to check out all the time.
Well, and that's where I think a lot of people, because Angie and I can talk business all the time,
Yeah,
but
that's-
we love what we, like, it's different.
we like
You-
talking business too.
We
Yeah,
do.
I
Like,
mean,
we,
like-
it's
And
part
that's
of our
part of my
life.
net. We go
It's
out
just-
on Friday nights around town.
You do your
And
date
we-
night,
and
and
we-
next thing you know,
It ends up being
We're talking about
business.
business. So we have our little place in Algoma. We got our friends up there. Well, I'm talking. All of a sudden, we're talking. How's it going? Next thing you know, everybody's like, "Well, how's business?" You know, and they bring it up. Well, this, and this. And he goes, "Have you done this, and this?" And next thing you know, you're talking business. And they're like, I really do enjoy talking business. And they're like, "Well, what's some of your hobbies that you got to list out? What's your hobby?" I'm like, "One of my hobbies is talking business about anybody's business,
Yeah,
right? Like,
exactly.
I'll be
I
talking
go any
about."
business. I stop
I'll be
myself.
talking about the guy, making the pickle business. How's it going? Wow, you should do this or that or whatever. Have you thought of this? And so
You guys, I got a damn podcast about business.
Yeah.
exactly.
Right? So that's
Well, isn't it sad
we
though?
talk
'Cause
about
I'll
it.
It's
go
so
into
sad.
business.
But
Like,
it's a
we
hobby
do
of mine to
business.
talk about. It's like that's a hobby. Talking
Yes.
about business. It's like that's what I find
That's
myself
what
doing.
I love it.
And I
I
want
love
to
it.
help every business.
Yes.
Every business
I
I,
wanna-
go
yeah,
into, I will be like, oh my gosh,
Oh,
they're so
God.
slow. Do you think I should start working? Do you think I could take an application? He's like, oh my gosh, Dana, no.
She's
I'm like,
rearranging every restaurant. You know, the bar should be over here. The waitress station should be over here.
Because
They'd have
it-
much better flow if they did it my way. I'm like,
Because
just-
it goes back to what we talked about in the beginning is it's the backbone. Without good businesses in the community, that community is shit.
Exactly.
It just is.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do to serve the people, it doesn't matter.
You gotta have those anchor businesses downtown.
You-
I mean, I hate,
Yes,
going
you
to,
need
I
'em.
hate going to a coffee shop that doesn't have a personal person at the front desk.
Yeah.
It's like one of my big things. Like, if I'm going to get a cup of coffee, I'm not. I travel enough. I travel enough to know that if I go in a coffee shop and the girl or the man or the person behind the whatever isn't at least personable,
They haven't had enough
I don't think I
coffee.
want to go there. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I want to get a job there. I think I could sell them. I think they have great coffee.
You go to the coffee shop and the person needs more caffeine, right, to be happy to be at the coffee shop. But like usually you go to the coffee shop, it's like
Well,
the people,
okay.
Yes.
people doing jamba juice
Yeah,
with the
so
jamba juice.
what
Hey,
it
how
comes
are you?
down to is, I guess you just have to enjoy what you're doing, and you have to be able to ask for help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Ben.
No, this is awesome. So the last real question is, how do you think the Brewers are going to do in the postseason?
Oh,
because
we just
I got
got
my
our
theory.
tickets.
Because I'm a Cubs fan.
I just purchased my post game and my wild card seats. I did them
I'm-
yesterday.
They're a great team.
Yeah.
I am concerned about they've won a lot of games in the ninth inning.
Yep.
And at some point, when
That's
is
gonna
when
get-
is the
that's
magic
gonna get-
going to end? But they do have great fundamentals. They have a real good depth on their roster. They bring in guys in off the bench to be the next hero all the time. Murphy's got a great way to manage his
System.
players, and they got great pitching. So it would be great to see them. They can win any game that series that they're in.
I
There's-
agree.
There's no
I
doubt
totally
that they
agree
can.
with you.
But on the other hand, I can see them losing any series they're in also.
Well, and yeah, I mean, and to be fair, I am a Cubs fan, but I'm not a Brewers hater. I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
Because I remember when they were in the American League and they
Yeah.
were.
There's a lot of Cubs fans because when the Braves left,
Yeah.
people turned to
They-
Cubs. I'm
yeah,
like, my
they did.
grandpa was a Cubs fan.
Yeah. I will say this: Murphy has his guys playing with like a sense of
Family.
urgency, and every game is something, and every play is something, and
Every pitch. They
I
really-
love it. I love
one
it.
pitch at a time.
So there's this thing that we do.
My concern is that bye,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
believe
Oh, we've seen that before. Even
Yeah.
in football playoffs.
yes,
Like they were
That's
the
my
greatest team to
concern.
get a bye and they got knocked out right away.
yeah.
Like, what happened?
That's my concern.
You're probably right.
But I think he is resting a lot of those guys where you can see them in their depth. The other thing is injuries. Now, nobody get hurt. All right?
Yeah,
Contreras, you're playing, they want to have the home
Yeah.
field advantage, and then you see him get hit by another ball behind the catch. I'm
Jeez.
like, oh, God, no. We can't lose him, right?
yeah.
I'm superstitious,
Are you?
so I don't know. I have to wait
I
and
think
see.
it'd be awesome to have a Cubs Brewers NLCS.
Oh,
That would be freaking amazing.
I think so. I think
I'm not sure they're going to take it all the way, but I
if,
think
and
they'll
if you
do
get
okay.
if we get tickets, you can really jack up the prices on the Cubs fans. 'Cause
Oh,
they'll
yeah.
pay, right?
They'll pay.
They'll
Yeah, they will
make
pay.
money.
Okay.
But no, we're not giving up tickets.
No,
but
I'm not.
I'm not a
Well-
hater though at all of the Brewers.
So if I have
at
an
all.
extra ticket, you're not buying my ticket?
I'm not gonna. No. I'll go if you invite
that's
me.
what-
We're excited because how many years the Brewers were bad?
Oh,
after-
forever.
They went to like 86.
82 was their World Series when they lost to the stupid Cardinals.
And then
Yeah.
the next year they were a good team, 84. Then
Yeah.
it just kind of went.
So yes, we don't always do business. We do
Brewer
Brewers.
games.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
our life, and that's our date. So we got season tickets so that we date. We have something that's
I love
not.
it.
Otherwise,
20
we wouldn't.
game tag. Yeah.
20
I
game
love it.
pack. Otherwise, we don't like have something. I mean, I don't know, unless we're doing like some club or board or like
Yeah.
Yeah.
school event.
What
So
we learned during COVID is we don't like to drink at home alone. We
Yeah.
like to be
Yeah,
out.
we like to be out.
Oh,
with
yeah.
people.
I like to be
We
out.
don't-
Amen to
we
that.
cannot do
Beer,
this at
talk-
home.
Thank
so-
you so much for coming.
Yeah.
promote yourselves now. Look into that
go
camera
ahead. You're good at
and
it. No,
promote
Hockey
who you
Plumbing.
are, where they can find you, and all the things.
Haucke Plumbing, hauckeplumbing.com. Right here in the cheese capital of the world. Big or small, we do it all. I think that's really about it. I think we do a lot of small stuff very well, and we do a lot of larger projects where the big boys are too, and we can do that. So we take great pride in our community. I think the biggest thing is I like the craftsmanship and the quality prices that we provide. So visit us online. We've got a little bit online, and we're on our Facebook page too. So hit us up. Any questions? We're always willing to help.
Hockey Plumbing and Heating, you, as Mike would say. You can also find me online. I am Dana Pittner on those things.
Oh my goodness! This entire time you're like, but then when I put you on, you're like, hi, my name is Dana.
Right?
I'm like, what is going on?
She cuts herself short.
Again. Project.
I really don't want more business, but it's okay.
Stop it.
You can find me online if you'd like a speaker or somebody to come and speak about your event. Mostly chiropractic, by the way. But outside of that, I
She's
like managing
awesome
and
speaker.
consulting.
You were the best speaker at that conference, one of the early dates that we had.
see.
She was by far the best
I can
speaker at
see
that
that.
conference. She blew everybody away. She goes, "You're just saying that just to get, give me compliments." I'm like, "No, you were by far the best.
I can see that.
You should get yourself back
So
up
do
on
that
stage."
right now.
No,
You
so
should
I
get
have
yourself-
no.
You should be back up on stage doing your chiropractic thing once in a
We'll
while.
see.
Once or
No.
twice a year, at least.
Maybe we'll see.
Try to push her. She's
No.
pushing me. I should push
It's-
you.
Yeah, I agree.
No, it's
If you were
No.
bad at it, I wouldn't suggest you do it. Trust me. I'd be like, you like, don't do it. Like, you're good at dancing. You should be dancing.
all this out.
But
I can dance.
cooking hamburgers, I'd be the first person to say, "Nah, we don't want Dana cooking hamburgers. Don't be doing that." But you're good at it. You should be doing it.
Okay, promote yourself. Come on, let's go. Do it.
Well, I don't know. I'm Dana Pittner.
Okay.
What's your coaching business name?
It's,
Yeah.
admin. It's DM admin.
Holy
At what,
jeez.
Yeah, it is. I don't want to.
Okay, if you don't want to promote yourself, that's fine.
Nah.
It's just DM Administrative Services. So it's Dana
Okay.
Pittner Haucke. I help chiropractic clinics, consulting, managing, anything that you would need. Within a chiropractic profession, I can help you. The only thing I cannot do is adjust. And I prefer not to help you with your billing. That is not my favorite. But I like front desk. I can help with hiring, firing, managing, coaching, consulting. And then I help Mike with all of his marketing.
Awesome.
That's me. That's what I do.
Perfect.
And then I have my children. So
And of course, all of that will be in the show notes.
Even
Mike,
better.
Dana, thank you so much
Thanks for having
for
us.
being like the first ones in the Oostburg Studios.
You could have Oostburger, right?
Oh, the Oostburger.
the Oostburg.
The Oostburger. You guys are awesome.
fan.
And I'm serious. Let's do this again. And I'm not
Yeah.
even, like, for real.
We'll
Follow
do
up.
like 2.0 hockey plumbing.
We'll get
like,
some
whatever.
questions in from people, right?
It's
Maybe they want
been,
to know,
like,
right?
we have been
What
talking
do you wanna
forever.
know?
Like, it's
What do you wanna
crazy.
We'll help anyone. I don't care.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you
We
guys.
enjoy
You're
it.
welcome.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you for watching. Appreciate you for listening. And we will see you all next time. Bye bye.
Go Brewers.
Go Cubs.